Project Fighting Chance was originally started in a garage 20 years ago. I had a son who was very diminutive, very small in stature. And I remember him asking me on several occasions, Dad, can you teach me how to box? Started telling me about being bullied and about how he didn't feel good about himself. We set up gym apparatus in the garage. I started working with him and then started to notice all the community kids flocking over there wanting to participate. So when I seen the need for kids to have an environment that was safe and that, you know, just allowed them to take part in a positive activity, we started a program in the garage. And so originally it was to teach the fundamentals of boxing, but then I just believe that God gave me a vision to just add to that.
It has evolved significantly, has served about 5,000 youth over that particular period of time. Not only are you looking at an organization that has produced 5 national champions at one time in amateur boxing that have competed all across the United States, it has been a very major factor in after-school services as it relates to the San Bernardino City Unified School District CAPS program that provides nutrition and meals, fitness programs. It also offers chess programs, literary arts, performing arts, and as well as disciplines, critical thinking, homework assistance, mentoring, to ensure that underserved populations are able to keep up with them, with their respective academic achievement, as well as some of the social emotional issues that they come in contact with as underserved populations, particularly with regards to children of color.
In the summer months, our funding begins to dwindle some because it's not in the regular school year. And the program that we thought was going to be funded during the summer, the pandemic eliminated that. So we had to get creative to figure out how we wanted to continue to pay our staff, because we understood they had families, they were depending on us in order to make sure that they survived this virus as well, not just our participants, but we had an obligation to our employees to make sure that their quality of life was not set back during this time. Well, we tried to apply at first, and when we did, the funds had run out. And through my additional connections with other community leaders, I was referred to the Self-Help Federal Credit Union. And it changed the feel and the process of being able to get this money. That self-help walked us through this process, and I didn't feel alone. We didn't feel as though we were doing something that was incorrect. The staff really supported and made sure that we provided the information we needed to qualify in order to get the loan to save our organization. We used the funds to pay our staff. So the PPP loan helped us to pay them without cutting their hours, without cutting their salary. And because they were able to feel safe and secure, then they were able to continue the program to make sure that our children and teens that we were helping felt secure during this time as well. And the Federal Credit Union self-help was a part of that process, making sure that we have the resources to continue to build champions is critical in a time where our children are feeling hopeless. We're able to give them some hope.
And if I can add the other significance to what Ian and Lakota has shared, in terms of the impact, this is an after-school program. And we know the evidence base of the after-school program is significant, particularly the children of color. And to have not been able to have the resources to continue with staff and programs, we could have experienced youth in a very vulnerable community falling further into the gaps and further behind.
I felt like we were in the ocean and you guys threw us a life raft, you know, and it allowed us to get to shore, and it allowed us to continue. It allowed us to transition, and it allowed everybody to get paid for the valuable service they do to the community.